Hey, listen, I just want to call out one person.
And I hate myself a lot.
But stuff. You're getting punched in the dick. There needs to be more Street Shark references. I say who? That's funny as hell.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Underqualified and Overcompensated Podcast. Real quick before I introduce ourselves, one of these days I really want to record somehow our three little windows at the bottom when we're playing the intro, and us just...
Love you, Grant.
Just dancing.
I dance every time.
Every time.
I got the words wrong this time. I do
a lot of flailing arms. Cody.
Yeah, it was. I was playing a page while the page was. Yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize.
Cody's got some echo.
So professional.
Do I right now?
Yeah.
I can't fix any of that.
All right.
Yep. And that's the end of our show. Thanks for joining us.
I can't fix a fucking thing. I can only do so much.
Andy is aggressive with the, what the fuck is that echo, my guy?
I am working with $10 Bluetooth headphones / mics from the Dollar General down the street. So you're going to get what's going to happen.
It could be me. I just, maybe the mic was picking up my headphones.
It's probably your game coming through.
For less than $1, you can sponsor your favorite podcast.
Less than $1.
Yeah. In the arms of an angel.
What are you talking about?
I feel like this is a D's nuts joke. Hey, I'm ready to explode. Fuck, y'all coming out strong. Okay, fuck it, I'm out.
Y'all been drinking. Y'all ready to fight.
Y'all ready to catch these hands. I am your host with the least most.
The least most.
Apparently, super hated.
The most hated member of the show.
Bring back Firth! Bring back Firth!
I'm the host of the show. Some would say the glue that holds us together.
Grant, I feel like you're trying to be our fourth. we can do this.
I would let Grant be the fourth in my anything.
Woo, what's up?
To my left, your right is the always beautiful. The always he's Rico. It's Rico.
Oh, hey, that's me.
You know what it is. Yeah, you know what it is when I get lost in his eyes. It just happens. Yeah.
Yep.
Everyone turns a little gay for Rico. And then below us is...
below us?
Yeah,
Excuse me.
No,
Gesundheit.
Yeah, it's this fucking cuck.
Hi, I'm a fucking cuck.
Oh, teacher, I'm a cuck.
If we're gonna discuss cucks, that is my least favorite porn category.
Before we get into this, my name is Tyler, and I am the third member of this podcast. I apologize for the host.
Valued member.
I'm sorry for the host not doing his job.
Yeah, he's pretty shitty today.
Yeah, he's not great. Hi, my name's Cody, and I'm broadcasting from the inside of a cave.
He built an entire podcast in a cave.
You can tell he's broadcasting.
Listen here, phony Stark.
That's it. You bow to this man.
What did you do to Andy? Why is he coming after you? Andy says not only does his audio suck, but he does too. I mean, I can't really dispute facts. He is a lawyer.
It might have been that one time that I didn't blow him.
Yep.
That.
Yep.
Yeah, he's still a little
unrequited passion.
Yeah.
I had a really good joke about Cody broadcasting from a cave. Can I still say it, or is it?
Of course you can. Sorry, I jumped in.
It won't be as good, but go ahead.
I just wanted to say it. It's because of your pale complexion. Yes. That's how we know.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm like a cave worm.
You're like Smeagol when he turned into Gollum, only worse.
Oh.
Yeah.
Only if Smeagol was like face fucked by a golem.
It's like if Gollum was hit in the head by a wrench.
Yes. This all tracks.
And then fucked by his cousin.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Actually, those are the exact words that were in my wedding vow.
Wow. Makes sense.
Yeah.
I wasn't even there.
Yeah, when she said it, it was a tear in her eye. It was beautiful.
Oh, there was a tear in her eye, I bet.
Yeah. So today, ladies and gentlemen, we have things for you.
We have things.
Yeah, we have things
brother.
tenderly, just tendrils of information into your ears, much like a president just whispering nothings over, and you get a hint of ice cream cone and like regret just coming into your nose.
He's the worst.
To support you, much like a caressing hand on a small child's shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Much like a sniff of your hair.
Yeah, much like a refreshing, vitalizing sniff of your hair. To our presidential correspondent.
Yes.
Tyler, a.k.a. Tyler Firth.
I'm assuming it's me.
Yeah, it's
definitely.
I was part of me was just like, to our presidential correspondent, Rico. Rico was like,
so I mean, I have a green screen on my Amazon like list, so eventually when that green screen comes,
so do I. This background is temporary. All right, I can't wait.
Wouldn't it be funny if like I just like went over to like a Fox News fucking correspondent? It was like, and with our presidential correspondents, Jesse Waters.
Yeah, we can't do that. We can't get Tucker Carlson. We can't get Chris Tucker. We could probably get Chris Tucker.
Chris Tucker. Yeah. Tucker will definitely come on.
We just tell him Jackie Chan's gonna be on.
Yeah.
Tucker Carlson wouldn't last on this show.
We're raising money for Rush Hour 4.
Tucker Carlson wouldn't last on this show.
I'd watch the show.
I would berate him like a German dominatrix.
Yeah, because you went super left after you got your fucking your vaccines. I don't know why that happened to you. You're such a fucking commie Nazi.
I mean,
whatever
here I was sitting here just.
I'm really getting tired of your AOC bumper stickers that you keep putting on my car.
I don't know what happened. I was sitting there just really thankful to my Second Amendment and just really angry at the oppression of the mask and the vaccine. I'm sitting there and they're about to jab me on the arm, and I'm thinking how Kamala Harris is the literal Antichrist. And then they stuck the needle in.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I was like, you know what? Bernie Sanders isn't a bad guy.
Now you want free money for all. You want the government to keep printing money. You know.
Yeah. I was like, you know what would really help is if we just take all of the super rich people, all 60 of them, right?
Okay.
And we just take their money.
Yeah.
And they give it to people who don't have money because they have enough money, right?
Yeah, they got so much.
And I have no money. So why not give it to me? And then
bubbling.
Yeah, and then I realized that that's fucking stupid. And I then rammed my head into a car door.
What happened? Yeah. Did you get one of those earworms from Big Mouth season 4?
That's what it was. I have not watched that yet.
I'm like 4 episodes in.
Does it make you cringe as much as season 3 did?
Oh, dude,
season 3, they were just like, yeah, we're gonna make people uncomfortable.
Oh man, I really like this show, but it's like talking kids' vaginas, and I was like, this is the little far. This is the little far. Somebody could have.
Burke was unaware of what Big Mouth was.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Big Mouth,
Big Mouth, the show, the Netflix show.
Oh, the new season?
Yeah, the new season's out.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I asked him if it was as cringy as season 3 because season 1 and 2 they were like, okay, we might not be on, and season 3 they're like, people are still watching. They just renewed it. Okay, we're gonna go hard and see how uncomfortable we can make people.
This is not a spoiler, anything, underqualified, no overreactive. We're not playing the music. This is just my quick little tidbit. I am not easily like cringed, but when you have a little girl's vagina talking,
oh yeah,
yeah.
voiced by Kristen.
But
is it?
nobody at Netflix walked out over that, but they walked out over Dave Chappelle.
Yeah. Dave Chappelle being a stand-up comedian. Oh, we're thinking about it. But never mind a 12-year-old's vagina being like, stick your fingers in me. And that's funny. I don't give a shit about any of that. All of that should be allowed on the TV and on the internet. But come on, get your heads out of your asses. Am I right?
The funny thing is, like, Dave Chappelle, like, he knows what he's saying. He knew it was going to create an uproar, and he said he was being honest. But then Nick Kroll also, he's actively trying to be fired.
Yes.
Nick Kroll's like, yeah, we can make this worse. We can 100% make this worse.
It's so good. It's so good.
He's hilarious.
It's a super funny show. It's just like that, like one thing just like felt, this is maybe a step too far.
That was really funny. No, that was really funny. That was really funny.
His last special closer was hilarious. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Good.
And
I fell asleep.
I like him. Yeah, there's nothing about the show itself. But I thought I like it because he's candid. And he says it unapologetically, and he's like, I'm going at this with like a logical thought. He's like, I'm not being bigoted, I'm not being offensive. He's like, this is just what I'm thinking. And then when he makes a joke, he goes, it's a fucking joke. So go fuck yourself.
It's so good. He's such a good stand-up because he talks. He's so good.
There's a reason why a majority of like the high level stand-up comedians go Dave Chappelle's like the best. There's a reason why they hold him at the high.
He's very good. I don't think he's the best, but he's very good. He's very good at taking a mirror and shining it down on society and go, this is why y'all are fucked up. Like, look up. And they'll go like, oh, it's me. And he'll be like, that's why y'all are fucked up. Like, he's really good at that. And then because of the society that we all live in, it's 2021, and everyone gets offended by grass. Because their mother used to be allergic to grass before she overdosed on cocaine. But don't worry,
she overdosed on grass clippings.
Exactly. No. She died of heroin, but she used to be allergic to grass. So now,
but I saw her on grass once.
I'm sensitive to grass. So like, that's the type of shit. I looked at my wife and I was just like, man, I wish when I was younger, I wish I got into stand-up comedy. Because that's the type of shit that I wish I could do. And
that's going to be such a hard game now, though. It's like...
It doesn't matter.
You can't say anything.
Go for it. Fucking send it.
But a lot of people feel that way, so a lot of the comedians that feel that way, they just say it. Like, I'm watching Craig Ferguson on Amazon Prime. I love Craig Ferguson. He's amazing stand-up.
Yes.
But,
say your thing before I say my funny thing.
So he just came out with a new series.
Shut up.
His thing. Go watch it on Amazon Prime. It's hilarious. But who do you think is the best comedian of all time?
Bill Cosby. He did some funny shit.
I never listened to him, to be honest. So like.
So that's my joke answer.
Okay. All right.
Because
what's the real answer?
He raped women.
He did. But he got out.
He got out.
He got the
incredible.
fuck out. We didn't even talk about that.
They felt bad for Bill Cosby because he got away with raping women for 40 years, and they went, oh, it's Dr. Huxtable. Let him out. He served his time. The man served 10 years and looked old. Hey, dickheads. He looked old when he went into prison. You know when he didn't look old? When he was raping women for 30 years.
So we're
laughing because it's uncomfortable.
They got him out because he was told that he would, in order for cooperating, he wouldn't do prison time. So he was lied to.
Cooperating with what? Was he part of a giant rape ring? Like, was it just him and Harvey Weinstein just fucking drugging women and sticking parts into them? Probably not. Because guess what? Harvey Weinstein is literally dying of cancer. Has Harvey Weinstein died of cancer yet? If not, I hope so. Go cancer. This is the one time where people get to root for cancer. You know? Everyone's
Let's go cancer.
Hey, beat cancer. And then they're like, Harvey Weinstein got cancer. They're like, yay, cancer. But like, Bill Cosby, what's he gonna do? Yeah, I raped women.
It's not cooperating when you say, yep.
Yeah. Who else did it, Bill?
Guilty. Let's just go being guilty.
Yeah. Who else drugged women, Bill? And he's like, it was just me, and I put my sweaters on, and we did the Jello pudding pops, and then I finger popped the
Bill Cosby
pussies.
impression.
I don't care. I don't give a shit. I just said finger popped their pussies, and no one noticed.
Finger popping
because
to
I
the
did it.
assholes. I should watch that tonight.
So what is your real answer to that?
Carlin.
Carlin was
okay,
great. Carlin was fucking great.
Carlin.
I respect that.
Carlin, my very close two after that is Louis C.K. and Bill Burr.
So, mostly canceled people. Except for Bill Burr.
Yeah. Carlin was the first one to stand up
Carlin
there in
was
the 70s.
but Carlin was only canceled by
alcohol.
FCC.
By alcoholism.
Yeah,
He died of alcoholism. He wasn't canceled. He was still performing and then died.
The FCC hated him.
But that's the best part about Carlin.
The government is the only thing. Like, Louis C.K. was canceled.
So give me a
was
second.
canceled.
So give me a second. Carlin was the first one to say awful shit. Not the first one. I forget the comedian's name. Bruce. Somebody. No. It was Bruce Springsteen.
Jenner.
Like Red Fox was pretty fucking.
Somebody in the comments go find it for me. There was a comedian by the first name of Bruce. I can't remember his last name, and he was saying awful shit. But he was a comedian, and he was getting sued by the government and shit like that. But Carlin was the first one to make it funny.
I know what you're talking about. I've heard of the story.
Right. So like Bruce, I cannot remember his last name.
Richard Pryor wasn't dirty. Like, he went through a lot.
No, he was dirty as fuck. What are you talking about? He was funny as hell.
Pryor was okay.
His early phase was really clean,
Kenny,
though, wasn't it?
Love you.
Pryor was good.
Always Thanksgiving.
Wasn't he really clean at first because he was trying to appeal to the general white audience, and then
I've never seen Pryor.
I've never seen the clean Pryor.
I've never seen Pryor clean.
Okay.
No.
I've never seen. I'm not an old comedian snob. I love stand up, and I would watch a lot of stand up, but it's from the 2000s on, except for Carlin, because my parents watched Carlin. So the first time I watched George Carlin was when I was 6.
Yeah, I love.
It was a great time to watch George.
I really I would put Carlin and Pryor on the same motherfucking pedestal. They were both absolutely amazing.
By the way, this is an entirely I don't know this person, so hey,
That's
thanks for jumping on,
dude. Yeah,
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, he was in Quick.
I don't.
Quick.
Oh, okay.
Quick.
They over a Quick Start, they just beat each other in the head with their fucking K-pots just to bring down the intelligence level.
I don't care.
I like your list. I like Bill Burr. I wouldn't put him up there, but I like him.
I love Bill Burr.
Bill Burr is really fucking funny.
He's hilarious.
Real. He's hilarious. I mean, he's no Dane Cook. He's no Carlos Mencia.
That actually hurts me because
that was going to be my joke, but we moved so far away from it.
That actually hurts because I actually really love Dane Cook. Regardless of all the shit, the controversy with him, I love Dane Cook. His energy, he's hilarious. I love him. And then I recently listened to a podcast episode with him and Burt Kreischer, which is another comedian that I love. I wouldn't put him on the top 3 list, but I love Burt Kreischer.
I wouldn't even. He's barely made top 10.
Bad.
No, he's hilarious. Tom Segura, also like him as well. Tom Papa, also.
Oh my God, Tom Segura is an up and coming. I know he's already established, but I just found him. Tom Segura is funny as fuck. He's funny as shit.
No. So Rico, what's your top 3?
We've mentioned a lot of comedians, and it sucks because I saw this guy.
I really want to say mine, but I'm gonna let you first, and I hope you don't say it. So.
I'm gonna throw one guy out there because you can't beat Carlin, you can't beat Pryor, you can't beat early Eddie Murphy.
There you go. That's who can beat Pryor. Eddie Murphy.
Early Eddie
funnier
Murphy?
Than Pryor.
You think so? You think he can beat Pryor?
Absolutely.
So I've only ever watched early Eddie Murphy, so I've never watched Pryor, so I can't compare it.
Brother, Eddie Murphy is, everybody talks about Pryor, and I'm going to say everybody talks about Pryor because him and Carlin became up at the same time.
I'm going to go back and watch that.
One was white and one is black, right? And everyone wanted to talk about Pryor.
They were?
I'm not. Pryor was.
I don't see color.
It's true. Carlin, a very distinct black man. Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy is so good. So that's the one thing I didn't know if any of y'all were going to bring up, because Eddie Murphy's one of the funniest fucking stand-up comedians.
He is.
The stories that Eddie Murphy tells on stage are so good. They're so fucking funny.
See, and, I have a lot of people say that Kevin Hart is
Kevin Hart's funny, but he's safe.
Well, he's an intensely hard worker.
Oh, yeah.
The man, no one can outwork the man, and he is funny.
He is funny.
Sure.
Is he really with the greats though? Is he a Dane Cook? No.
I'm so tired of you. Bro, I'm so tired of you.
Okay, so the one that I'm going to bring up real quick, because I don't think anybody else will bring up. I saw Jim Brewer live. I've been to a lot of comedy shows. Jim Brewer, which I don't think he does anything anymore, he is fucking hilarious. Is he Carlin, Pryor, Murphy level? No, but that motherfucker will get you going.
He is very funny. He's super funny.
Yes, I do like him. So my number one, which I'm surprised no one's mentioned him, is Carlin is up there.
You're going to say Gabriel Iglesias. I got it.
Well, he is one of my more favorite ones, just because even though he's wholesome and he doesn't say shit that makes you think, I do like Gabriel Iglesias because he's honest and you can see it and he's hilarious. But my favorite is Robin Williams.
Ooh, good choice. Yes.
To me,
Robin Williams?
Robin Williams? Yes.
Oh, bro.
Have you watched all the stand-up? Because I've watched all of them. I love them.
So in terms of coke-fueled comedy, that is the funniest shit I've ever seen.
Even his later shit, when he's just when he's sober and he's had the heart replacement.
Not on cocaine.
Not on cocaine. Hilarious. Same
problem. He should have kept on doing cocaine and he wouldn't kill himself.
Right. Same energy, which is weird because you compare him 30 years ago on cocaine to him before
Wait, we have
he
a
died.
meeting with HR.
But that was the funny thing.
Allegedly. They told me to say allegedly.
Allegedly. If you compare him to 30 years ago on cocaine and then him not, it was the same fucking energy. And you were curious as to how his heart valve was holding up the whole time.
Yes.
But I'm trying to roll past it, guys. This is why I'm the host.
I like the transition you're doing because Robin Williams did a bit about Biden, our main topic today.
I wasn't done talking about comedians yet.
Okay, we'll hold that transition till later. Oh, Kenny, you're correct.
Billy Crystal also hilarious.
Old Billy Crystal is funny as hell too.
Yeah.
He's funny.
So with Robin Williams, which by the way, if you've never watched the put together clips of him over in Afghanistan doing the doing those ones, shows. Hilarious. That man knows his audience. He loved the veterans, and he would go out every year. And no matter where it was, Iraq, Afghanistan, he would go, and he was hilarious. Him making jokes about revelry, fucking PT belts, making fun of people wearing PT belts. He's like, let's be sneaky.
But
hilarious. But I would also say Tim Allen, when he was still doing stand-up. Not as the greatest.
I don't know about that.
I'm trying to say underappreciated. He was hilarious. He was funny. He was unique.
Was he? He's a white dude doing coke. That's not very unique.
Yeah. Hold on. It was the 80s. They were all white.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's not very unique.
Yeah.
Tim Allen's best work was Home Improvement and what the fuck was that show that he did?
Last Man Standing.
Last Man Standing.
Yeah.
Last Man Standing was pretty decent until it changed networks, and then it got super shitty.
When it went over to CMT?
Oh yeah, that's
No,
probably
it went
why.
over to Fox. It was on ABC.
Oh, it went over to Fox? Yeah, it was on ABC, went over to Fox.
And then Rupert Murdoch was like, I could jerk off to this. And then he signed it.
That's the litmus test. Can I jerk off to this or not?
If Rupert Murdoch can jerk off to it, it's going on a Fox network. It might be Fox Business, it might be Fox News.
He was just constantly beating into X-Files. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
In the writing room,
that's a big old dick.
The thing is, in the writing room at ABC, they were like, all right, Tim, we need you to cool it on the super conservative jokes. We get it, but let's pepper them in there. He's like, okay, fine. Then they got over to Fox News and they're like, you do you, boo-boo.
Yeah. They're just like, hey. If you want to suck off Donald Trump on our network, I will let you suck off Donald Trump on that network. And Rupert Murdoch was like, suck off Donald Trump, Tim Allen!
No, but I would say Robin Williams is my top, but then I don't really have like
That's
a
good.
second and third, like Dave Chappelle, but that kind of
good.
feels like bandwagony.
No, Chappelle's really good. If you watch his, go
Chappelle's
back
great.
and watch.
Chappelle's
watch
to
his
me is
stand-up.
on a fucking prior Carlin Mencia level.
I hate you so much. Shut the fuck up. I swear to God, if you bring up Carlos Mencia and Dave Cook one more time, I will matrix through this camera and fucking rape you. Like Bill Cosby, my favorite comedian.
Allegedly.
Joey Diaz is funny.
Ba-da-ba-ba.
I was gonna say Joe Coy is another one that is like not as like he's a very big comedian, but I love Joe Coy. I think he's hilarious. Filipino guy.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, congratulations. You know his ethnicity.
I didn't think of him
Not
like
in the
that.
show. It's not a hidden thing.
I like how we're identifying them. As
All right,
like,
man.
Carlin,
What is
black
your top
comedian.
five? Shumper, hit
think
us.
he-
Hit us
I
with your
think
top
he said it.
five.
Yeah. Anybody in the comments.
Anybody
Give
in the
me-
chat. Give us
Eddie
a
Murphy.
comedian.
I see Eddie Murphy off to the side.
Yeah.
Joe Diaz, I don't know who that is.
I agree with Rico on one comedian because I loved Christopher Titus for many years, and then he went super fucking
my
liberal, and I
God.
can't stand to listen to him.
He is so fucking crazy now.
He's
And he is
ridiculous.
just. It's like.
Dude, Trump getting elected, I enjoyed him. I enjoyed his podcast. His specials were still funny and relatable because I also come from a very fractured, depressing like childhood. So I was like, I agree with this man. But then, like, Trump got elected and he fucking tanked. I can't listen to him anymore. Apparently, I'm like AOC's
fucking-
blood brother, so like, and I
AOC,
can't
Queen of
even-
Uno,
Yep.
but not Queen of Tap. Stay tuned.
Hey, look for merchandise.
I personally just I love. I could talk about stand-up comedians for forever. Like I said earlier, I mentioned Craig Ferguson. I think he's drastically underappreciated.
Craig Ferguson
is
from the
hilarious.
late Tonight Show.
He's been a stand-up for years before he even was on the Drew Carey show.
Yeah.
And he has several specials out through the years, and he stopped doing specials. But as I was saying, on Amazon Prime, he did like a series of this crew like followed him through his tour, and so it's like bits of his tour, so it's kind of like a special, and they're hilarious. But also his autobiography, also fucking hilarious.
I'm gonna
I
mute myself
love
for a
Craig
second
Ferguson.
because my keyboard's super loud.
I love Craig Ferguson. I think he's drastically underappreciated as a
Okay.
stand-up.
All
Have you
right.
ever like heard any of his stand-up or anything?
Yeah, I have. It didn't impress me. He's got like 2 specials, I think, on Netflix. Yes. He's got one in DC. So
Who's the fucking like
His
Irish guy?
autobiography is even
Jim
more funny.
something. He is so fucking funny.
No,
He had
we're
his
talking
own
about
show on
the
FX.
Australian? The
Yeah,
Australian
maybe he's
guy?
Australian,
Oh,
Irish
he's
or Australian.
He's
Jim
Australian.
Jeffries.
Jim Jeffries. He is
Jeffries.
funny as fuck.
He is hilarious.
All right, here
I
we go.
disagree with everything he says politically.
Oh yeah.
So we got from Shumpert, Humane, Chappelle number 1,
Okay.
2 Cat Williams.
Oh no, underappreciated. I forgot about Cat Williams. Hilarious.
We did.
No, he's not. Stop it. No,
We
he's
all
not.
forgot about Cat Williams.
Yeah, we all did.
Well, I saw right
That's
over him.
why.
Well, yeah, I saw right over him.
I got you
He was in
first.
Chappelle's pocket.
Ready? We got Joey Diaz, and I honestly cannot say I've ever heard any Joey Diaz stuff.
I know of Joey Diaz, but I've not like specific. I've seen clips, but I've never heard any of his stuff like over.
Gabriel Iglesias is fucking funny. He's very fucking funny. Steve Harvey. I have not seen.
I've never heard.
Does
any
Steve
of his
Harvey
stuff. He does?
do like he
He hasn't
obviously
in a long
did do
time.
stand up. He hasn't done anything since like the real Kings of Comedy.
No, I think like he hosted every so often.
Yeah.
But speaking of Steve Harvey, another person that I just forgot, George fucking Lopez.
Eh,
No. Oh, George.
I mean, you're entitled. Okay, I get it. We live in a time where your opinion, if I don't agree with it, that means I can cancel you. But just because I don't think, as somebody old school like myself, just because I don't think George Lopez is in the top 10, he could be in your top 10. Firth did not die. He's back. He just had to go tinkle, maybe?
I need everybody to shut the fuck up.
Did you hear that?
Everybody to shut the fuck up. The fact that you brought up George Lopez as one of your favorite comedians, he's atrocious. I would rather listen to an aborted baby make jokes than George Lopez get on stage. Do you understand me? That man is allergic to being funny. That man, I would rather hit my dog in the head with a baseball bat than listen to anything that George Lopez has to say. And the fact that we are discussing classic stand-up comedians and you bring up George Lopez? Oh my, I was literally pissing across my hallway. And I pinched my dick with a clothespin because I needed to come back and shit on that opinion. I don't give a shit about what time we live in. I don't give a shit that AOC doesn't line up with Biden's opinions, right? Because that's the world we live in. But you are not allowed to think that George Lopez is even close to the top of the comedy mountain. The man lives in a fucking valley. He's awful. He's awful. He should be... Can we kick people out of the country for being shitty at their jobs? Because I want to do that. That's all I want to do. George Lopez is a piece of shit. He's a piece of shit. Fuck George Lopez.
So I didn't say that I thought I just said I liked his comedy.
You're a fucking idiot if you think George Lopez is funny.
If you're listening to this after the fact, Grant said Firth threw on an adult diaper for this rant.
No, I didn't. I pissed my pants because I needed to come
like
back.
Like a real man.
I needed to come back and talk about that opinion.
So I have two more that might go.
I really hope they're so good. I hope they're George Lopez level, you fucking cuck.
Hey, we never got into why cuck porn is my worst. It's like my least favorite porn. We'll save that for next week.
We have layers.
Yeah. So I really enjoyed Patton Oswalt.
What? I'm sorry. What, testicles?
Yeah, testicles.
Patton Oswalt. Patton
Oswalt's funny.
He's fine.
Yeah. He's funny. I mean, is he top 10? He could be on your top 10.
He's really funny, and I enjoy listening to him like a lot, but I wouldn't say top 10.
Rhodes definitely already threw out Robin Williams.
Yes, that was my number one. Also, I don't hate Eddie Izzard. I think Eddie Izzard is funny.
I don't want to touch
the silence after that was beautiful.
Yeah, because no one knows how to respond to that.
No one.
How do I attack that person?
If you hate him, you're wrong. You're canceled now. Because he's in like
Eddie
minority categories.
That's a weird.
Yeah,
it is a weird.
I don't think Eddie Izzard.
Who the fuck is Daniel Gosh?
I don't know.
Daniel Tosh? I think the G and the T are close to each other. He's drunk, obviously.
Yeah. Daniel Gosh.
Daniel Gosh.
Daniel
Gosh is actually like Daniel Tosh's Chris Gaines. Yeah, Daniel Tosh super cringy and like dark. Daniel Gosh super uplifting.
Tammy, help me. Who the hell is Eddie Izzard?
You're wrong.
Can you think of Eddie Izzard?
No, I know who Eddie Izzard is.
Yes.
I didn't even know he was stand-up, though.
I didn't even know Eddie Izzard was still alive. Wait, is Eddie Izzard still a he?
Yeah, I thought Eddie Izzard was just a urinal in the bathroom now at this point.
It's true. You actually just piss on Eddie.
So Eddie Izzard actually ran for Parliament a year and a half ago in England.
You know who should run for Parliament? Jeremy Clarkson. Jeremy Clarkson should be in my top 10. He's funny as fuck.
An impressive thing with Eddie Izzard is he performs his stand-up in 4 separate languages. In those languages. He translates them. He does it in German, Spanish, and French. Which is impressive. Of the family show Gosh.0.
Gosh.0 is amazing. Tammy, he's an executive transvestite. I mean, I don't
Oh.
care that he's a transvestite. That's
is he a
fine.
manager of
I just-
transvestites?
like,
Is that what that
Is he a high level?
He sits in the higher. He sits in the higher offices. All right.
He's in the upper echelon of.
Listen.
I
all
don't
right?
know who
He doesn't-
Tammy Lee is, but I want to apologize for her finding our show
I
right
don't know
now.
who Tammy Lee is either, but we love you. Tell your
That's my
friends.
boss. That's my boss.
Welcome to the show, Tammy Lee.
Sorry. Welcome, Tammy Lee.
Bill Hicks.
I
I'm
don't love you
Who's Bill
because that would be
Hicks?
offensive.
Bill Hicks is
Yes.
funny.
Top Gear
who's Bill
Grand Tour.
Hicks?
Watch the farming show. That shit is fucking hilarious.
What the fuck's the farming show? Why am I not knowing any of these things? I just look at the comments and I go, "What the fuck is this? Who's Bill Hicks?"
I
Bill
know
Hicks he's like, so you had the Kings of Comedy, and then you had like the Rednecks of Comedy.
That's
Bill
what
Hicks
I
is
thought.
funny.
That's immediately what I thought of. I swear to Christ. Sorry, this just reminded me. If any of you bring up Jeff Foxworthy or Larry the Cable Guy, I will come to your house and molest your father. Okay? Do you understand? Like, that is the worst, that is the lowest level of comedy I could ever think of. Is here's your sign, and you know you're a redneck. You know how you...
Who is the other guy though from the Rednecks of Comedy?
I'm trying to remember his name.
He was funny.
Bill
Yeah,
Engvall?
Yes.
Then here's your sign, dude.
Ron
All
White. That's
Ron White. He was fucking funny.
No, he was just an alcoholic they found on the side of the fucking road.
Oh, I'm sorry because I identify with him.
I was about to say. I was like, hey,
I have not
Ron
seen
White
any of your
is
stand up. That you
Ron
are
White
correct.
is just Rico's spirit animal. That's all it is.
Internet
Rico, you
Joe
have a
Biden, by the way, was my spirit animal until he got fucking elected president.
We'll get to Joe Biden.
Yeah, we will in a minute. So I'm
Joe
going down
Biden's
this
our main
list.
event.
So I'm going down this list of 50 best stand-ups by Rolling Stone, and I did
Okay.
find one that I think you guys might agree with. He's 16 on the list. Billy Connolly.
Who the fuck is Billy Connolly?
That just sounds like some
fucking dare you.
Irish fuck off a boat.
Billy
Look at
Connolly.
this potato fuck. You just like him because he likes potatoes, you Idaho
kidding me?
motherfucker.
Are you kidding me? So you both fucked potatoes when you were young, so you both like him? Shut up.
So one of the founding members of Monty Python. Billy
Now you make me feel
fucking Connolly?
like an asshole.
Yeah,
Yeah,
now I
you
feel
feel
dumb
like a
too.
bad person.
Thanks.
You can
Now I
Way
feel
to
like a
alienate
different man.
2/3 of the show.
Wow. You know what?
Since you
Rico,
don't
are you
know
in
who
charge
he
of
is?
this? Are you in charge of this? Cut him off.
Cut him off? Raw.
Yep.
Big old raw. I almost removed myself.
There we go. Guess what?
Hey, he's back.
Move. Yeah, I
know
have
what?
the same. Yeah.
Look at me.
So
I'm top
he
right,
can't get rid. He can't get rid of me.
top left. I'm the host now.
Put him on the bottom.
Yeah, you know what? You know what? I did that to myself. I did
Look
that
at
to
the new
myself.
power bottom.
Just to move through, since you guys can't think of who he is, the dad in Boondock Saints. That was
So-
Billy Connolly.
That is
Oh,
fucked up
yeah.
because I've
Yeah,
never
you're right.
seen
You're right.
Boondock Saints.
How are you our
we've
age
had-
and you haven't seen
we've had-
Boondock
That just invited so much hate.
Oh, I'm about to give you a rant for a first rant.
I'm about to lay into. How are you our
You go like
age
Fight Club.
and not seen? If you can't sit there and go, there was a firefight in the most cringeworthy voice, then you fucked up. You fucked up the 90s.
Willem Dafoe.
No. Here's the thing. Hold on. So by you not seeing Boondock Saints in the 90s, you're the reason 9/11 happened. I want you to think about that. Okay? You're the reason.
We're gonna talk to HR again real quick.
No, you're the reason 9/11 happened because you did not see Boondock Saints.
Being deported to FC's Island? I think Biden has an island right next to it.
Yeah, it is. It's called Shit Your Pants Island.
So I want to go
That's a teaser.
down this all the way, and all I want you guys to do is say if you agree with their position on this
Okay,
list.
Andy. We can.
Yes, we can.
Yes. So I'm going to say the remainder of the top 12. I want you to say if you agree with their position or if they should be higher.
Okay.
Lightning
Okay.
round.
All right.
Ready?
All right.
Let's do it. Lightning round.
All right. So, 13 was Andy Kaufman. I don't know much about Andy Kaufman?
The Jim Carrey movie. Look,
yeah.
he was
creative. He was not
Yes.
a stand-up comedian.
Yes.
He was
Crazy person.
He was a very creative person. He was not a
he
stand-up comedian.
was doing a very different version of the medium.
Yes.
Does it play with me? Fuck him.
Yeah. They have Robin Williams
Also.
at number 12, which I don't
Hey,
agree
Rob.
with.
Who?
Oh, that's too low. Robin Williams at 12.
Yeah,
Yeah,
at 12.
that sounds about right.
Steve Martin at number 11.
Steve Martin was
Martin's
funny as fuck.
Steve Martin's
no,
really
I
good.
agree. Steve Martin's hilarious.
really
I forgot he was a fucking stand-up.
No,
Yeah,
I didn't.
Even Steve Martin's
He's really
show, I think it was on Netflix. Steve Martin's show with Martin Short, fucking hilarious.
think it's on Hulu.
Yeah, it was on Hulu.
Yeah.
No, that's the TV show. They have a stand-up show together.
Oh, that's
Fucking
so
Oh,
funny.
really?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
hilarious.
That's good.
10 Mort Saul. I don't know who that is.
Who the fuck is that?
Did
I don't
you
know.
just curse me?
I might have. Number 9, Dave Chappelle.
How
Dave
is Dave
Chappelle at
Chappelle
number
number 9? He's top 5, easy.
Before,
I'd like to know who the top 5 is.
so
Yeah,
over
I mean-
Dave Chappelle, Bill Cosby, number 8. I think this
Yeah,
might be an old list made way before.
I bet you wish you could rewrite that list, don't you?
Yes,
Number
sir,
6,
do.
Dave Chappelle. Number 5, one of the most famous rapists of
He was
all
a
time.
racist?
He did. He hated white
He
people.
hated the whites.
So, one
He's
that might
like-
just controversial.
He went feed him Jello, an only Jello. But Bill,
Let
that's
me
terrible
Jell-O.
for them.
So one that might
Every time.
be a
They
little,
were like, Bill, I can't put more in my ass. And they were like, there's
like-
always room for Jello, baby. that was questionable. I'm gonna go talk to HR real quick.
Allegedly.
They said I couldn't say that, so I take it back.
Allegedly.
I walk back my statement.
They said what you said was fine. The impression was what was not okay.
Oh yeah, the impression was horrible.
Yeah. Number 7, Jerry Seinfeld.
Okay.
I
Overrated.
don't like Jerry Seinfeld.
He's
I think
funny.
He's
He is
funny.
funny.
I like him in comedians copy in cars getting coffee.
what was the number again?
Stand up.
What was the number again?
Comedians in coffee getting cars.
Comedians and coffees getting gangbanged and
Coffees getting comedians
Yeah.
fucking cars.
Yeah, nailed it. That's it.
Nailed it.
So he's number 7 on the list. Jerry Seinfeld.
Call me Netflix.
yeah.
So he's creative. He is funny. I think he's
Is he
funnier
top
in
10?
the coffee show.
No.
Yeah, I don't think it's
No, it's
stand up.
not.
Maybe.
No.
Oh.
All right. Hit us next.
Number 6, Joan Rivers.
No.
I've never listened to Joan Rivers, but I've heard a lot of good comedians and like respected comedians say that she was hilarious.
I think she broke down barriers for female comedians,
Sure.
and that is respectable. However, just because you broke down a barrier doesn't mean you're top 10.
Correct.
Yeah, just because you pioneered something doesn't mean you were good at it.
Is she memorable?
And granted,
Is she
I've never
like?
I've never watched
Is
this
she-
stuff, so I don't know.
Yeah. I
She-
mean,
she was-
I've
she was
seen a
funny.
few of her things.
She was funny.
Number 5, Chris Rock.
Chris Rock is actually really fucking funny.
Ooh,
funny, but
that's
number
actually a
5?
good one.
That's
Oh,
actually
dude.
a really good one.
Dude, he's got some of the best.
I haven't watched all of his stuff.
Bigger-
I tried watching his
Bigger and
latest one, and I
Blacker?
couldn't.
Dude, Bigger and Blacker is one of the best comedy albums I can remember.
So I tried watching
It's
his
so
latest
good.
special, and I couldn't
No.
watch it because I have no problem
No,
with
not
like
latest.
with black comics. I have no problem with that, and like making
Why
like.
would you? That's super
Wow.
weird.
Wow, you got really defensive.
No,
Let's talk about it.
so my
It's a good thing you're in the bottom.
What
I'm
I have a
finishing
problem
it.
with
Listen.
is them being on stage and not working backstage. That's my problem with them.
Can I defend myself before I get canceled?
Yes, go ahead.
I'm canceling you right now.
No, I love the holies digging.
So I prefaced this because I didn't like his latest stand-up because he seemed too altruistic with the whole race thing that was going on at the time.
I mean, that's
And
the point
rather
of
than
comedy,
trying
though,
to be-
to talk
no, no,
about current
It
society.
wasn't funny. He wasn't being funny like Chappelle was. He was preaching. That's what I didn't like about it.
I mean-
Chris Rock is hilarious, But when you're just standing on stage and you're just preaching about something, like you're using your platform, but that's not the time to do it.
But it probably is, though. Look, this is, we've had, between the three of us, this is our fucking soapbox. So, yeah, we try to be funny, but if there's something you got to fucking say, I mean, we're not comedians. I mean, I'm pretty fucking funny, but. But.
I didn't
when you have a platform, you've got to use it to the best of your ability. Because he's going to get buried in the fucking New York Times. Is he going to get buried on his own special?
I agree, using your platform. But for me, that's why I didn't necessarily like it. It wasn't that I didn't disagree with his points. I agreed with what he was saying.
Why are you 15 frames a second right now?
I don't know. Because I'm fucking shooting off a 2002 Motorola. I don't fucking know.
God.
Number 4.
Rico.
Yes.
We got to talk about cutting some dead weight.
Let me help you out real quick. Is it like this?
Oh my God!
For those listening on audio, Rico removed Rhodes from the show.
I don't appreciate this road bashing trend that we've created. It really hurts my heart.
Are you kidding
The
me?
audience wants it.
We give the audience what they want.
There's gotta be a punch in that. It might as well be you.
Look at you,
what's the
fake
rest of the
Lex Luthor. We gotta fucking get rid.
God, you look like Johnny Sins got cancer.
No. Hey, no one can insult me better than me. I look like Johnny Sins mouth fucked Mr. Clean while he actively has prostate cancer.
Hey,
don't fucking cut me.
You look like that episode of The Simpsons where Mr. Burns, they thought he was an alien. Get closer to the screen real quick. Yep.
Hey, Cody, you look like Johnny Sins got cancer and cancer won.
You look like Johnny Sins got extra level fucking chlamydia, and that shit won.
Yeah.
I just had a really bad one, but you know when you come up with something like super dark and it makes you cringe before you say it, you're like, no. Those aren't things that should be out on the internet. Nope.
I don't know what that feels like.
You look like Johnny Sins and Johnny Utah had sex and made Point Break 2.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. That actually sounds like it might sell well.
Cody, you
Point
look
Break
like
2 is trash. I watched it yesterday by accident.
Cody, you look like Magic Johnson fucked Johnny Sins, and Johnny Sins didn't have the money to beat AIDS.
I look like Tom Hanks in Philadelphia, but sad.
I was about to make a Philadelphia reference next.
You look like the dude.
Line trajectory of AIDS.
You look like the dude from Smashing Pumpkins, but you're the pumpkin that got smashed.
There you go. Hit me, baby. No one can hate me more than me.
You look like when Tom Hanks was in Philadelphia and he was spinning around with that IV in his hand, but instead of having an IV in his hand, it was more AIDS.
Somehow that doesn't work, yet works. All the same time.
The intent was clear.
I have AIDS.
He has AIDS and cancer.
I look malnutrition.
Check out our GoFundMe.
For $1 a day, you could pay for a tanning bed and food.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
All he eats is fucking saltines.
There's 8 saltines. It's a terrible brand. I don't know why the FDA approved them. So first, you'll like this one. Number 4, Louis C.K.
Hold on. I got one more.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Cody, you look like a cuck.
Speaking of cucks.
That's the end of the joke.
Was that it? I loved it. Okay, so number 4, Louis C.K.
Yeah. I love
Louis C.K. is great. I mean, his only crime is jerking off in front of people. Haven't we all jerked off in front of somebody?
I can't say I haven't. Non-consensually, I haven't, but I've done it.
Surprise cock.
Hey, listen.
It's always a surprise because it's always cold.
Why's your cock cold?
No, it just looks like it's cold.
Here's your fucking cock served cold.
You know that scene in Seinfeld?
I can't even pour this drink.
Yeah, you know that scene in Seinfeld when the lady walks in on
Yeah, when Jerry put his fucking cold cock in the lane. Yeah.
Exactly.
Classic episode.
That was a water cooler moment.
I just want to talk about how Batman and Robin quotes with Mr. Freeze. They'll be like, looks like a cold front is coming through.
You got to alter it because, he was a Superman fan. So he used to be talking to Lex Luthor and he'd be like, a cold cock is coming through.
Yeah, that's right. Hey.
Well, my joke was in Seinfeld when he got out of the pool and the lady walked in. He's like, "Oh, it was the pool. I just got out of the pool." That's how
that
my team
George
looks.
Costanza.
Yeah, but it looks.
That was Jason.
Yeah, that's how it looks hard though. So that's why it always looks cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
You're saying your cock looks harder in a cold pool?
No, I have a tiny penis. I have a
doesn't everybody
small
besides the dudes that bang 4 foot tall chicks in porn?
Well,
the reason why I'm Johnny Sins from Wish. I don't have as much muscles, and I don't have a fraction of.
You're not even from Wish. You're from like Oriental Trading Magazine.
Yeah.
You're still from a fucking mail-in catalog.
You're like the Sears Johnny Sins.
I was made in Singapore.
Yeah. You're like 2021 Sears because it's not a thing anymore.
Yeah, I walked into a Sears the other day and it was super depressing.
Oh my god. I would have hung myself. I would have hung myself in Sears because everybody else was doing this anyway.
The dudes that were working there are like, we just come here to shoot the shit. This place is dead as fuck.
And hang ourselves. Just bodies behind you. Just being like, yeah, they had enough of shooting the shit.
Listen,
so.
we just go to the back and we fucking hang ourselves and jerk off. We call it the David Carradine.
Oh.
Allegedly. That's what HR told me to say.
You know what? Maybe. Hot take.
I like Tammy Lee. She's
she's all right.
Yeah, I don't like David Carradine. I think he was entirely overrated, and he didn't deserve what he got.
You know what's overrated? The new Kung Fu The Legend fucking continues on fucking CW. That shit is trash.
I'm not ready yet. Cody. Hey, Cody.
Yeah.
You're like what fell out of David Carradine's penis after he finished.
Post-mortem?
His soul?
Post-mortem? So,
post-mortem.
To continue about this, George Carlin #2 and #1.
That's where we were at. I forgot what we were talking about. We were pandering to our audience, but somehow getting like really elated at.
Explanation. It doesn't matter what we're talking about over here. I have to just complete the list regardless of the conversation due to my like hyperfixation. If I don't complete it, it'll ruin me all day. George Carlin and then #1, Richard Pryor.
I disagree.
I don't agree either.
What do you disagree on?
Richard Pryor is #1 and George Carlin is
stand-up comedian? No.
Good.
I think Pryor, Carlin, same level.
I don't. I disagree.
Okay.
I've never listened to all of Pryor.
Rah.
Goodbye, everybody.
Also, real quick, congratulations to Tyler A.K. Firth to moving on to the next echelon of his daily
from graduating
job.
from the mafia to the backbone.
That's right.
Of the army.
I'm pretty sure specialist of the backbone.
It's true. That's how the army works, man. That's how our career works.
Yeah, they are the true backbone, but it's in my creed. So
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Congratulations for getting promoted before I did.
Cumulative, our creed. It's a socialist creed.
100%. Much like, no, I can't tie that in. Never mind. We're going to have to continue talking until I get another tie-in. Yeah. You know what? Actually, these two motherfuckers and everyone else on the show make me feel so small, much like someone would if they were being cucked. I'm being cucked on my own show, and
it happens.
Someone, yeah.
If you hang out with Rico, you're going to get cucked. It's super weird.
And you wouldn't think that you'd be for it, but
we've been there.
You're like, I'm okay with it.
If you've never banged somebody while somebody's jerking off in the corner, you haven't lived.
Yeah, but okay, so question. What's better, though? Is it better if it's just a random person, unassociated to you two, or if that person is associated with the person that you're banging? What's better?
I have
That changes depending on my need.
Because guess what? You're the primary. You're primary right now, right?
Yeah.
Like it's what I want, not what anybody else wants.
No.
Because at the end of the day, me.
Well, at the end of the day, they're going to get what they want. Their significant other's getting fucked by you, so that guy gets what he wants.
I mean, in that situation, isn't everyone getting what they want?
Yes, it is a mutually qualitative transfer of needs.
Welcome to the command change ceremony. We're gonna here. I'm gonna pass the penis to the incoming.
Oh, that's even better. Oh, this is super wrong. But like the chain of command, right? And they just pass the private from one to the other, like the flag.
Some like E6.
You
is
can
like,
watch that
hey,
board and you know it.
I've got the perfect E2 for this. He thick as fuck.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And all of
Logan, we love you
thinking-
still.
And all, I love you, Logan.
Oh
so all of you
man,
thinking
it's
like
been
that
a
was
minute since I heard from Logan.
yeah. Any of you thinking that was super inappropriate, you know you would fucking search that in Pornhub immediately.
Listen, it may not play on the underqualified and overcompensated, but the tactically acquired podcast show
What
that
is
plays. That plays. What is
Is that a new
JMRC?
show, sorts?
It's not a new show.
Oh,
You're headed to JMRC.
Maybe
Like
it's one you're
JRTC.
familiar with.
yeah.
All right. So the top comedians were, just to
Oh,
recap.
we go on this? Okay, I thought we were
Yeah,
done.
I mean, we shitted you for like a hot minute.
I was ready to move on.
Yeah.
I just want to hear it again, real quick.
I wanted you to go
Just
on.
recap.
Okay, so
All right.
top five.
Just
Top
this
five
is
here.
like top two recap.
Okay. Oh, top two. It's George Carlin and then Richard Pryor is number one.
Harlan and Pryor, you fucking
Yeah.
idiot.
And then number three is Lenny Bruce.
Lenny Bruce
That's
is
who I was
funny.
talking about.
Oh,
That's
fuck.
who I
You were
was talking
talking
about. I'm gonna move my microphone so I don't blow out everybody's eardrums.
Yeah, so on here it says during his short career, he constantly broke obscenity rules.
Bro.
I do remember the story. He like got into like a super big
Still in
lawsuit.
Germany?
Didn't he go to jail? Didn't he go to jail or something like that?
I don't know.
Lenny Bruce
Right.
went through
Yeah.
shit, and he was like this whole thing. Like he's like, I stand for the First Amendment. Comedians are meant to just like turn a mirror on society. Like he was that dude.
Yeah.
Lenny Bruce was a fucking pioneer. Like that dude is a fucking hero to anyone who did stand-up comedy because he said
In here it
terrible
says
stuff.
that he's like considered both John the Baptist and the Jesus Christ of like modern comedy. Don't really know what they're
that
trying
might-
to say with that, but like I think
That
they
might
fucking
be too high of
over-grandized
praise.
a little bit on there. But yeah.
a little bit.
So Lenny Bruce,
But-
then George Carlin, and then Richard Pryor. I don't
Lenny
necessarily
Bruce-
agree with Richard Pryor's position on there. George Carlin, I do. And I think that a lot of people should have been higher on here. Like fucking Robin Williams, obviously. Fucking Dave Chappelle. Jerry Seinfeld should have been far back.
Nah, he's all right. I can say with confidence that I thought Lenny Bruce is a black guy. This guy is.
No, he's
You're going-
Italian.
I'm thinking of Bruce, apparently.
Bill Burr, by the way, number 17 on the list.
Good. Bill Burr's funny as fuck.
Yeah.
We're
Albert
with you,
Brooks,
Logan.
19.
Louis C.K. was
I love
amazing.
Louis C.K.
His
I
only
love him.
crime was if he was in the infantry, he would have been fine. If he was a scout, he would have been fine. Just like whipping out your dick. Hey, look at this.
Career.
All I'm doing is masturbating.
All
You're
I'm
the
doing-
one. You're the one who's wrong by watching me.
Stop
Right?
looking at my open bump.
Stop looking at my
Yeah.
dick.
I'm so. All I did was pull out my penis and start masturbating.
Yeah.
It
I
is a
know I have
completely
a
natural
poncho.
event.
Yeah, I know
My-
I have a
my
poncho
mom-
down, pulled up, but stop
I-
looking at me.
You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong.
I only have my whoopee covering the one side and not the straight angle on the bunk bed, but stop looking me in the eyes.
Listen,
I
if
understand
you
that
haven't
I-
jerked off in a 50-man bay, then you're wrong.
In your little Jack Shack, trying to
No.
do it so softly and not move so your top bunkmate knows what's the fuck going on. Now
Oh,
that
they
is
know.
that's,
Oh, yeah.
no,
They know.
No, no,
that's
no.
a master level skill. If you can do it without them knowing,
as someone who has slept above Rico, I knew.
Yeah, someone who's actually slept next to
That's because I was looking you in the eyes while I did it.
It was very...
Yeah,
It was-
he's like, that's because I
In a
was below you.
in a fucking ICV or whatever, in a fucking striker. Hey, don't wake up. If you look at me, you're gay.
Down and you're just looking at him through the mesh.
Nope. Just standing up.
Hunched over because it's too short.
Yeah. And it was in the middle of winter, so it was cold, but he didn't give a fuck.
There was something
heater was
warm.
Yeah, the heater was off to stay tactical.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, driver, turn the
Speaking
heat up.
of-
But don't turn around!
I was about to do it.
Uncomfortable situations that
Oh,
could
yeah?
be embarrassing. Yeah, that
What
could be
could be
embarrassing.
more...
Yeah, like someone like, let's say Rico's like your superior at the time. So if your superior was doing something super embarrassing, wouldn't you be like, the
was
fuck
my
you doing,
sub.
Steph Star? Yeah. Wouldn't you be like, oh no,
He was never my sub. I love him.
So like if you had a superior doing something weird, wouldn't you think that would be like well known, right? The one thing that I have not heard on the news cycle is a very specific thing of a certain leader of sorts doing something super embarrassing. And surprisingly, it wasn't just speaking.
That was actually good. That was funny.
Thank you.
Finally, you're funny.
I hinted at earlier, and that we did not get into at all, by the way, to our correspondent, Tyler. By the way, I made that first exchange an hour ago.
Yeah.
And we
We
never
got
got
to a funny topic.
Oh, I love it. No, I'm not upset about it. I'm just saying it's funny that it started off as me saying, hey, someone did something.
Shut the fuck up.
So, as
Spoiler, Tammy.
God damn it, Tammy.
no. She knows.
She knows.
Yeah, but don't jump in and I did like a segue to
Listen,
like.
I'm just gonna. Did we fire this guy enough today? All right.
So I'm gonna start off.
You know what? Fuck these guys.
Boo!
Fucking cancel me. I'm not doing this.
Listen up.
Oh, I'm on the bottom.
Yes,
So
that's your new
what
place.
happened, Tyler? Please tell me, because when you guys said it in the chat, I have not heard about it.
Bro.
I thought Fox News would have fucking snagged that
give me-
shit out of the ether.
So give me just a second. Give me a second here.
15 minutes.
So
I'm trying to focus on you, actually.
we talked about last week. We talked about how we're like, oh, we're gonna have trick or treaters coming to us on Saturday. Maybe we shouldn't do a show.
Okay.
We don't have a lot of information.
Nope.
And then we decided to not do a show last week. And I think we all came to that conclusion.
Okay.
And then we all woke up on Sunday morning last week talking about Joe Biden shitting his pants in front of the Pope. And it was the most glorious day of my life.
So Rico
I-
was real quick with it. I was like, the fuck? And then like 5 minutes later, you're like, it's confirmed.
Bro, the internet has lit up. And if you go online, like Google Joe
I
Biden
haven't seen
shitting
it.
his pants. No, bro, and it's just so it's a
I
lot
know,
of
man.
like
Miss you
it's a
about
lot
it.
of Reddit. It's a lot of Reddit talking about like, oh, this was funny, and then it's a lot of like other media being like, this was a terrible disgrace of fake news coming across the internet. I'm telling you all right now, this podcast fell in love with this headline.
Oh,
it was
yes,
the
we did.
best thing that I've ever heard in my life. So apparently he had
So
to take
it's believable, but did it happen?
It's not. Of course, it's not going to be confirmed, Cody.
He
Like,
wore
what do you expect?
2 different suits
I
in the
expect
same
you-
day while visiting the Pope.
So
These
I
are facts.
expect after this happening and it coming out that the Pope then lets black smoke out of his chimney, goes out on his balcony in the Vatican, and goes, "My constituent, Biden shat himself." That's what I
A
expect.
new POTUS poop has been approved.
I'm telling you,
I want
Joe
the cardinals to meet.
Joe Biden laid an Obama in his pants in front of the Pope. Do you understand that?
So interesting.
So the 40.
We're gonna have to talk to HR about this.
100%.
HR
Because there's
HR can
a lot of
suck a
ways that
dick.
there's a lot of ways that I could have been racist and or corrupt.
It's both.
Oh, he's figuring it out. He figured out how to remove. Or yeah. I don't know what happened.
He wants to hide himself. So
Apparently, if
Joe-
I click the little fifth button on my mouse, it makes me disappear. I apologize.
Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Our president, our sitting president of the United
Current
States.
one.
Our shitting president or sitting president?
Our current
No, I said-
shitting president.
I said sitting, but we'll get there. The rumor was that he shit his pants in front of the Pope.
Yes.
As you do.
I mean,
it's-
look how old the Pope is. He probably shits his pants too.
Look how old Joe Biden is! Are you kidding me? The
Actually,
Pope!
I'm curious.
No, that was good. That was good leveling. It was fine.
The Pope might be 20 years younger than Joe Biden. Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, I don't know.
know about that.
I do. And this one's not a Nazi like the old one was.
The
This
Pope
one
is 84.
Which one,
Okay.
Biden? He's not
Joe
a Nazi?
Biden is older. Joe Biden. Joe
No.
Biden's older.
No, Joe
I'm pretty
Biden's
sure
78
Biden's a
years
Nazi
old.
because he doesn't want his kids to grow up in a racial jungle circa 1976.
Are you telling me that Joe Biden is 78 years old?
Yes.
Are you on Wikipedia?
No, Google. Donald
It's
Trump
lying.
was 75, Nancy Pelosi
lying
is
to you.
81, Joe Biden is 70, and Joe
If-
Biden is 78 years old. He was born in
Joe Biden-
1942.
Okay, first of all, that's not a real number. Second of all, if you are telling me that Joe Biden is not 80 years old yet, I will cut my penis off and mail it to the White House.
He was born in 1942.
That's how you get on a watch list.
He is 78 years old.
Joe Biden looks and acts like he is 1,000 years old.
Yeah, his birthday is November
This is a
20th,
fact.
so in 14 days he turns 79.
In 14 days, he turns 97. Got it.
Yeah, no, he is 78.
He's just pulling a fucking.
physically
He's
and
just pulling a
mentally
fucking.
12 years older than he is. Yeah.
What is that app? Hold on, let me check my phone. He's pulling
I just
Right.
want y'all to know.
a Tinder. He's a.
I was close.
Listen, girl, you ain't 21. We could tell. Or guy.
Get your 15-year-old ass out of here.
Joe Biden shit himself in front of the Pope. Tell everybody you know. Tell
Listen.
everybody you know.
You heard
You
it here
gotta
on the
go.
official news.
You gotta go.
Yeah, on the official news source of the Pope. Joe
Yeah.
Biden shot himself.
Welcome to the Holy See Network. HSN. Joe Biden. I'm telling you,
Yep.
on Sunday when we woke up, and I was like, "Did you all see that Joe Biden shit himself in front of the Pope?" It was some of the most glorious conversation I've ever had with these two gentlemen. Ever.
So my biggest confusion was as soon as you guys said that he shot himself in front of the Pope. I
Was your
like,
biggest
isn't he-
confusion?
I think
Was
we
your
can
biggest
go
confusion?
3 for
Was
3.
your biggest confusion the sitting president of the United States shitting his pants in front of the head of the Catholic Church? Because if that was your biggest
No, that makes
confusion,
sense.
then that was probably appropriate.
No, that made sense. I had no problem with that. My biggest confusion
Fair.
was the fact that I thought he was currently in Ireland. So I was like, what? Why was the Pope in Ireland at a climate summit? I was confused. Did he go to the Vatican first? I was more worried about the logistics. The fact that you said that he shot himself in front of the Pope didn't faze me at all. I was like, yep, no, that makes sense. But why is the Pope in Ireland? I was confused.
It all tracks.
No, because
Much like the shit
heathens.
stains in Biden's first suit. It all tracks.
Could you? This man is one of the most embarrassing men I have ever seen. And then
And
y'all
honestly,
voted for
I
him
thought
for
Trump
president.
was, and Biden's taking the cake, to be honest. And I'm super liberal, so
I had
if,
it. Yeah.
You got the shot. You got 2 shots, and he became super liberal.
yeah. And then
You're
I
like
got COVID, which means I'm actually Bernie Sanders.
If you were Bernie, never mind.
Nah. Go on your rant that you plan on going on. Go for it.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
I
Did
cannot.
you write out a speech?
No, I didn't write out anything. It's just that the
It's all
fact
in my
that
head.
the fact that the internet might have believed that Joe Biden shit his pants in front of the most powerful man in the Catholic Church. Joe Biden is the second sitting Catholic who has ever held the presidency And the internet went, maybe he shit himself in front of this man? Think about that. Think about that. Obviously, it's not true. It's probably not true. I'm not going to say it's obviously not true because Joe Biden is president.
Yeah, he's Joe Biden.
So Joe Biden definitely shit himself in front of the Pope. Tell your friends. Tell everyone you know.
Allegedly.
No.
That's what HR said.
Did.
Well, that's a lot of
HR said we could get away with anything as long as you say allegedly.
This man was voted for president. People looked at two individuals. One was Donald Trump. One was this thing. And they went, I'll take this thing.
Don't say that like they're uncomparable for one. One was Donald Trump. One was Joe Biden.
One was Joe Biden. And y'all
one is a shittier show than the other one, I will give you.
He's going to change our country. He's been involved in this country.
He doesn't make mean tweets. Come on, guys. He doesn't make mean tweets.
So nice online. He eats ice cream in public.
He's the most embarrassing thing I've seen in politics since Nancy Pelosi's breast implants. Do you understand me? Like, I cannot.
I was like, hold on a minute.
Am I going to take a second to search this and shoot my load on Nancy Pelosi's breast implants?
And just like that, Google got
Also,
busy.
if you have breast implants and you want us to shoot loads on them, underqualified and overcompensated podcast.
I just gave Google AIDS. Google just shot itself.
Google's like, why would you Google this? What is? It's the Rick and Morty meme. What is my purpose? To look up Nancy Pelosi's fucking.
You know what? It's
boob job.
It's a thing, and Nancy Pelosi has no business being that stacked. That's not okay.
See what I mean?
This is not something I'm aware of.
I've never noticed because whenever she's on the news, they cut right here.
No.
Whenever she's at the podium, they cut right here, or the podium's too high. She's short.
As your Washington
no business being that stacked.
As your Washington D.C. correspondent, I'm here to tell you, Nancy Pelosi, all 81 years old of her, has some fake ass titties.
She's got some 10-year-old tits.
I'm telling you.
They
Nancy
look great.
Pelosi,
Good on her.
80 years old. Nancy Pelosi's titties?
Her tits are
maybe 19.
underage.
No.
Oh,
That's why you can't Google them.
power to her. They look great. Her doctor did a good job.
I'm not saying they're
Did you
not.
find some fucking full frontal Nancy Pelosi pics?
You know what? Throw them up.
Just her in
Throw
like
them
a
up,
dress.
dog.
Like, I'm sure they look.
Let's get banned for 30 days.
Hey, you know what? We started this conversation talking about the president shitting himself in front of the Pope. Let's finish it by talking about the Speaker of the House and her fake-ass titties.
Uno can get canceled, but the tactically acquired podcast show Taps Inbound will never.
It will survive.
It shall only be one.
So, I could not.
I don't know how you could prepare a rant for this. It's terrible. But I agree with you. The fact that if something bad about you is said, and then the remaining group of people go, yeah, that tracks, then you're probably a terrible person.
That's what I'm saying. Yes.
That's how rumors spread.
Tomorrow, you hear on the news that first beat like a trans woman of color.
This didn't happen, by the way. Full disclosure.
And you went, yeah, no, that makes sense. While shouting racial slurs, and you were like, yeah, that
None
makes
of this
sense.
happened.
Then we would probably ask questions about our friend, right?
We're going to have a meeting at HR. For both of you fucks.
I haven't found the right one in San Antonio yet.
You guys have just been using your white privilege all over the place.
Hey, for one, I just noticed this, but no one wants to hear the opinion of a man who has their fucking ACU jacket behind them. Just hanging on their... The fucking OCP's just on their jacket.
What ACU jacket?
Attaboy.
They're OCPs, bitch.
Oh, shit.
I
thought you armied.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that we've been in long enough. Hey, you shut up. You never even had the fucking uniform.
What uniform?
Not you. The other. I can't point the right direction.
Yeah.
Who are you pointing at? Stop pointing at me.
What are you talking about?
This,
Maybe if you...
I'll suck your fucking finger.
Maybe if you passed ALC, you would have known where to point.
Oh, that's dig deep. And yep, let's go cry in the corner.
Hey, you're right. My fault. I had shitty leadership. Thank you for that.
Yeah, you're welcome. Hey.
Yeah.
What can I say except you're welcome?
Well, I'm gonna go.
Moana fans will recognize that.
Hey, welcome to the All Sergeants No Promotables podcast.
I'm still a promotable.
Yeah, come January, you'll be fine. Staff sausage.
Yeah, I'm gonna get promoted on a technicality. Go fuck yourself.
You know what I'm gonna do? Forza Horizon 4 or 5 comes out on the 9th, and my license plate is gonna say Step Sergeant.
As it fucking should.
They're Tammy.
Oh shit!
I like
Oh,
you,
shit.
but
No.
they're not both ACU.
She's on
One
her
of them is
shit. I wouldn't
ACU.
argue. I wouldn't
One of them is
argue.
OCP.
All right.
No, she's technically right because
she is
ACU
right.
is the uniform.
No, I'm going to invite her to the show right now.
ACU.
Don't do it. Don't do it. One, she's not going to come on, and second of all, she is correct.
She is correct. The ACU is the jacket itself, not the pattern. We call it an ACU because we're old. That is technically Digi camo.
That is correct.
You guys just caved super quick. It wasn't even like a
no,
chance to
no,
have a funny
no,
argument.
There's
She's
no
right.
caving. What are you going to do? You're going to argue with someone who we all know is right?
Yeah. It's technically UCP and then OCP for a current.
Oh, boy.
She's right. I just
Listen.
didn't want to fucking accept it. But she's right.
Okay, I guess she's right then. I've
What
been
do you mean?
outvoted.
You're bowing down at, like, that's actual facts. Like, that's like me being like, you know what, 2 + 2 is 4. You're like, well, I guess you're right.
Well, fine.
Thanks for
I guess-
sitting up to the show this long, though. You're a real MVP. But I wanted to fight with you, but I was outvoted.
Yeah. Don't. I've tried it.
If someone constantly gets shit on by this show, I was not going to let Tammy be objected to this.
Oh, I'm sorry. Just because I wanted to get shit on by Tammy, I'm the bad guy. Let's go.
You
I
go
cannot-
fulfill your kink fetishes somewhere else, not to
Here.
our followers of
Can't
the
make
show.
comments. Can't make
Who-
comments. Still my boss.
Who else am I? That's not my boss.
You
Who
shit on me. You shit on me constantly when I was your boss.
You're so easily shittable on that.
Exactly.
You're not wrong, and there's a
Cody.
reason why I don't get butthurt over it. I recognize that this
Yeah.
face says, "Please bully me."
Oh
There's
my god,
a reason.
I'm such a huge Tammy Lee fan right now. The kids call it standing. I'm standing you. Share, like, subscribe.
You are a missed opportunity for an abortion.
Me?
No, Cody is.
Oh yeah,
Cuck.
Cody. He looks like an after-term abortion. Look at him.
Yeah.
I don't appreciate that you assume my mother didn't try. So
You look like
you
a
know,
stillborn that Virginia would still try to raise.
Stop. This show is not all about you anymore. It's about me and Tammy. Yes. I do want a dirty sentence. Just for dessert.
I'm glad I could be a conduit.
Tammy, we're on the same page. Share, like, subscribe. Friend me. We'll talk.
don't do that. Terrible
so-
things will happen.
I'm so afraid to go into work on Monday.
You should. You're gonna have a new step sergeant.
Hey, Step Sergeant.
What if Rico's just there?
Unless, because all you've been saying is that she's your boss, unless she's your step PL. And then that brings a whole new spiciness to this relationship.
Nope, she's my boss.
Step sergeant major. Roger, got it.
She's my supervisor.
Yep. Step CO. Check.
I say a lot of dumb shit on this show. Not gonna say dumb shit right now.
See what you did.
Cheers.
We see what you
Tammy,
did.
message me
censored our most
if you want to talk
outspoken
about stupid
person.
shit.
Oh, she
Much
can say-
like, so in the pattern of terrible segues that I'm doing on this show.
Oh,
much
yeah.
like at their terrible decisions, right?
Speaking of missed opportunities for abortion,
I wouldn't go that far, but speaking of terrible life choices,
Let's talk about Hunter Biden and missed opportunities for abortion.
I was gonna say talking about terrible life choices, what about
bro, shut the fuck up.
that you didn't check at someone's face and then shooting it?
I don't know who Antoine Sniff is, but thank you. Share, like, subscribe.
That's another one of, I believe, Tyler's friends or coworkers, I'm assuming. Or this guy just wants you to be his PL.
Yes. He wants you to be his penis leader. Go.
I
mean, lead him into the forbidden zone.
Make your case.
Quick disclaimer, Firth is not responsible for the stupid things I say. So, bam.
I mean,
yeah, but he is responsible for the stupid things he says.
Yeah,
so
I can help that.
Like 4 episodes, and you'll have prime gold to take to IG later.
Can you use...
100%. Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to talk to HR real quick. Okay, we talked to HR. They said share, like, subscribe. That's the best way to hate against this channel.
And that's when I punched a gay guy in the taint.
HR just got a boner. Listen, we just talked to HR, a good taint punch. If you haven't tried it, you're missing out.
But that leaves the question. Did you punch him because he was gay, or was he gay when you punched him?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they're gay or not. That's irrelevant. It's just like, do you want a taint punch or not?
Well, if you did it because he was gay, that's a hate crime.
Oh, that's a hate crime.
Yeah, that's why it's important.
So I said to the guy,
do it with no relevance whatsoever. Like, hey, I'm going to punch you in the taint. Okay, bro.
Yeah or not?
So I says to the guy, I was like, hey, man, slavery wasn't that bad.
Wait, what wasn't that bad?
Huh?
What wasn't that bad? I missed it.
So, speaking of not that bad, since we brought it up earlier and you wanted to talk about it, and we talked about it last week, me and Rico.
Got it. Fine. Cuckold porn is the worst porn. Who does not sit on the sideline and get involved?
That's what I was trying to talk about. Tyler, Alec Baldwin shot a woman in the face. How do you feel about that?
I'm sorry. Repeat what you just said to me.
Yes.
Yeah, Alec Baldwin shot a woman in the face.
Oh, yeah.
Alec Baldwin shot his load on someone's face. Go.
Got it. Why not me? That's what I say.
As I'm sure you've heard in the news.
I say hashtag me
Alec
too.
Baldwin on set was handed a firearm and he didn't check it as you do.
You know what the funniest thing is? He didn't want to reshoot a scene, allegedly, and he was like, how about I just fucking shoot the both of you? And then he pulled the trigger. And motherfuckers died. Allegedly.
That can't be
true.
Because
they're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can be proved that one of them is dead, yes.
Yeah,
but it cannot be, it's a rumor that he said.
Allegedly.
He said, how about I just fucking shoot you all? He pointed the gun like a motherfucking novice because guess what? They were shooting live rounds. They should have treated everything like a real weapon.
Well, no, they were shooting blanks.
No,
the live round got in there.
They were shooting live rounds earlier in the day.
Why? At a range?
No, to be like, hey, we're fucking California fucking bullshit motherfuckers.
Because Alec Baldwin's a fucking pimp, and that's what he does.
Live rounds should never be on the set. As every interview that I've listened to, every single actor, live rounds should never be on the set. But my biggest thing is not with live rounds being in the gun, right? It has nothing to do with that. It's not the fact that the amateur fucking firearms specialist didn't check it when she handed it to the producer.
She put herself in a shitty situation. She did a whole fucking interview on a podcast like the Underqualified and Overcompensated. Share, like, subscribe. She was not comfortable with being the main weapons person.
Yes,
I've met 18-year-olds that are comfortable with being the main weapons person in the army.
Dude,
it's true. I know one of them.
And that's not even my main problem. My main problem is that it was then handed and through that line of misappropriate of handling, right? And then handed to that person who is the final stop, Alec Baldwin.
Yeah.
And then he didn't then himself check the gun. Because even us ourselves, right? We've been trained.
Yes.
Right? Not super
Tracking.
expensively, all of us. But when you receive a weapon from the firearms room, it was locked up for God knows how long. They hand it to you. You're then not going to load it for the next few hours until you get to the range. That weapon's going to stay unloaded. You still rack it to make sure it's clear because, for one, don't trust motherfuckers because that sketchy arms room dude who's been there for 4 hours since 02.
Yeah, he's tired. He was drunk last night.
Yeah.
He did a whole lot of wild turkey because it was bottom shelf, but it's still decent. Underqualified.
My big issue is that he never checked it himself, and then he ended up shooting her. If he would have simply
Why would he check it? He's anti-gun, and he said, if I have to shoot this scene again, allegedly, I will fucking kill you. And then pointed his fucking gun, allegedly, and pulled the trigger, allegedly, as a motherfucking joke, allegedly, and shot some motherfucking stacked bodies, bro, allegedly.
That's exactly why you should check it. By the way, I saw a meme today that was like, you spent 10 years as a fucking 11 bang bang deploying, and Alec Baldwin stacked more bodies than you.
Bro, that's funny as fuck.
Baldwin's got more bodies than most bang bangs. Let's go.
But that's my biggest problem, is because if he would have been a responsible non-gun owner, as many actors are, Tom Cruise, not a proponent for guns. He is
will he make millions off a fucking movie with guns? Of course he will.
But he's also very well versed in gun handling because that's his job.
So is Will Smith. Will Smith.
Just said,
you see videos of Will Smith, and somebody flagged his ass, and he pulled the gun out of his fucking hands. He checked it to make sure it was clear, and then handed it back. Listen, Baldwin, bro.
Baldwin was lacking. As sad as it was, and as it shouldn't have happened, he had it coming by being a fucking idiot in the first place. It's like that guy that's like doing quick draws on the range and then he shoots himself in the thigh. That was his own fucking fault. That dude had it fucking coming. Or the dude who's on the range and he's got it loaded here on the range and he's pulling it out and he shoots himself in the dick.
I thought you were pulling your penis. I was like,
No.
Stay tuned for our Patreon/OnlyFans.
The zoom's not enough if you won't see it. I don't have a micro lens.
Lies. I've seen it. That's a confident 6 inches. That's all you need.
Saw one bald head, you're gonna see a tinier one.
Actually, my penis is far more hairier than my head. Small fact.
Unfortunate.
He's all bush.
All cushion. Like a bounce house.
I just want you to be able to land gently on my giant bush.
That was the response I wanted. But Tyler, to close us out.
Yes.
How with that news, me and Rico, we talked about it extensively in the last episode, 2 weeks ago, and
It's been 364 days till I threw the Hope Diamond into the goddamn ocean when Jack couldn't get on my goddamn door. There was so much room, but I wanted to spread out.
600 minutes.
I like how he went Titanic and then Tyler was like, Rent. I'm gonna go with Rent.
Yeah. Sorry, I looked down onto the bottom of this podcast and I thought AIDS.
Yes, Uno has AIDS, but not the tactically acquired podcast that's coming up shortly.
Wait, am I not going to be on this new show?
No.
No, you're going to be dead of AIDS, clearly.
Here's what's going to happen. Rhodes is going to be moved to the Kids Are Too Quiet dad cast.
Yeah.
And... Look, it's super long.
It is very long, but
it is
amazing.
It was where I put the explosions at. It's like, hey, I'm figuring this out.
It's a new podcast about us being dads, and
first not being a dad and reacting to just like, why the fuck would you do this to yourself?
So these guys introduced this idea to me today, and they were just like,
and we were just going to go get another dad.
We're gonna do this podcast and we're gonna talk about being dads and dad stuff, and I was like, oh, that's funny, and they're like, yeah, you're not gonna be on it. I was like, wouldn't it be funnier if I was on it as a non-parent, just going,
He's 100% correct.
that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Why are you putting up with that? And they went, yeah, that works. So we're gonna figure out this dad podcast. And
Maybe looking for a fourth dad to also be on the show.
So that way we can like tickle your taint. Let me give you a little bit of a brief story. So when I was a kid, I would occasionally tinkle on a carpet in the bathroom. However, my son, like a mat, right? I would be like, no one's gonna notice this. My son, however, Max, the guy with the little fucking eyeball on his fucking head, he's a great dude. However, this guy, he has taken to shitting in the sorry. He has taken to pissing in the garbage can. And like for a week, I was about to yell at the dogs. Not like they understand. I don't speak dog. I mean, I'm not fluent in dog.
You saw shit in your tiny trash.
No. He peed in it. He peed in it.
You thought your dogs were doing it?
I thought my dog, like the male dog, was peeing in the fucking trash can. And I was like, that's super specific.
What? Oh my God. Oh, you immediately blame the dog who doesn't like stuff.
What makes sense, my dog or my son?
Toddler, dude.
Hold on. I have a question. How old is your son?
He is 5 years old.
That's too old to go pissing in the trash can.
No, it's not, because I did it. I peed on the carpet well into my early 10s.
As soon as my dad showed me how to pee in the bottles as a kid, like while driving on like road trips,
listen, Tammy, I get it. We're on the same page.
Yeah, he's figured this out. The funny thing about being a dad, though, and why this podcast is great, and there's hundreds of them. That a lot of dads. There's a lot of dad casts, and a lot of them are really good. But the best thing about it, no matter how long that you are, the best thing is that no matter how long you are a dad, you're never a master at it, right? With anything, you can become a master. You know, with the underqualified and overproof. Like, we can know enough about whiskey to where we become masters. You're never a master dad, and there's never not a story that makes other people doubt you as a parent, and then yourself go, am I raising a psychopath?
Yes.
Dude, I blamed...
Like when my daughter falls off the couch, and then my youngest looks at her and goes, huh. I'm like...
Did you just throw her?
Well, you were too close for this not to be your fault.
Did you push her?
Yeah, did you just Lion King your sister off the fucking ledge?
She's like, shut up, AIDS patient. And you're just like, you're 3, you can't talk like that.
She signed it.
She signed the waiver. Listen, I blamed my dogs at first, and then it was like, oh, fuck. This is not my dogs.
How long was this transition? How long was this thought process?
It took 24 hours, honestly.
Okay.
It took 24 hours to realize that my kid was pissing in the motherfucking garbage can.
So you're like, all right, let me catch these fucking dogs. I'm going to beat their ass. Like,
no! I love my dogs.
Well, I love my dog too, but you're going to get your nose wiped in it a little bit.
No, I mean, look. Rosie pees outside. Rocco did some time, man. He did some fucking time. And
Rocco sounds like a Rocco. That sounds like a Rocco.
Rocco only wants to please, and
Rocco was in the pen, bro.
Wow. That's how I know it's not like if I'm looking around the kitchen table or by the couch or something, I know it's fucking Rocco. Rocco is not pissing in the fucking garbage can in the motherfucking bathroom.
You know who would do it though?
My dude Max.
This was either him or Cher, and Cher's too much of a lady. Let's be honest.
I mean, sure. I mean, it could be her.
Honestly, it was Cher this whole time. She's been the whole time.
Scooby-Doo shit. I just pulled the mask off their urethra, non-binary urethra, and it turned out. See what I did there? I didn't gender assume because I'm a lady.
That's a good point.
Ashley said, I mean,
he's a repeat offender.
This dude has peed in a shoe, in a cup,
in a shoe while locking eyes on us, by the way.
That's how you know you're a real. Oh, sorry.
He
what's
maintained
going
eye
on?
contact.
It wasn't with me. I think it was a gathering, and I think Ramball was over, or it was like one of our medic friends, and like he looked down the hall, was like, "What is Max doing?" And Max like turned over his shoulder and like locked
What's up,
eyes real
bitch?
quick.
Look at this full stream, my guy.
And then
No
like my
aim.
wife found it. Oh yeah, beautiful. No hands.
So that's a snippet of what you can get from the Kids Are Too Quiet Dadcast.
There you go.
And I have 2 angel little girls, and I say that facetiously because they're demons.
Listen, they're angels. However, if you watch the intro video of the fucking Kids Are Too Quiet, Ray looks like, yeah. And fucking Rory looks like, oh yeah, we're gonna fucking set fire.
See, that's the thing. Like Ray's like, she can be coerced into doing destructive shit. Like she's
What's
not
lies,
maniacal.
Ashley Rhodes?
Like Ray's not maniacal, but she could be convinced by Rory or Cordy to go light some shit on fire for fun. Cordy or Cordy and like potentially, okay, there he goes.
He go, bye.
Yeah. Rory Grace, on the other hand, she would 100% devise the plan and
They're
also an
angels,
alibi.
Ashley Rhodes. God,
They
they're
are.
all angels.
They are. But let's be honest.
Oh, hey, he's back.
Yeah.
Whoop.
What happened to you?
He had to go piss in a garbage can.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What happened?
The thing is about this dad cast that we're trying to create is you're going to get honesty
Yes.
about our failures and our triumphs, because
Guaranteed.
as a parent, we've all met that parent that is like, oh, my kid is an angel. They are great. They're fantastic.
Kids.
Timmy never does anything wrong. And then there's Timmy doing that exact shit. Like,
Why are you
oh, my Timmy-
shitting in the fucking backyard?
Yeah. Oh, my
Which is
Timmy
an
would.
actual thing. This has happened.
Oh, 100%. I love it when parents, and my wife sent me a meme the other day that was perfect. I love it when parents are like, oh, my Timmy would never. And then you look over and there's Timmy nevering that never, like he's never nevered before, like doing that exact shit. And you're like, oh, you guys must have it all together. You guys must be great. What is it? Fucking Zofran and wine? Is that what does
Oh
it
my
for you
god, that
guys?
sounds great. Oh fuck.
I'm down.
I haven't been disrect in a while.
I'm
For
not a parent. but
FTR,
so
A little
Ashley
bit of an
Rhodes.
ambient
Fantastic.
sprinkle.
Sorry,
Ashley Rhodes may have a upcoming show, the mom's perspective of the Kids Are Too Quiet. We're looking forward to it, and
We're still
thank
developing
you.
a name. Drunk Mills apparently is taken on like several different sites.
No. What was the one I sent you?
What was it? I can't remember.
I don't know, but it wasn't taken. It was a missed opportunity. It was something
It was
Mills.
great. It was Loaded Mills. Loaded Mills.
Yes, Loaded MILFs. How is the Loaded MILFs podcast not
Somehow
taken?
not a genre.
How is that not a thing? For real. If you're a Loaded MILF and you want to get on the Uno network,
And you haven't already
You
created
message me.
OnlyFans?
you message me and I will set you up with a podcast and you can listen. We'll talk to HR, but Loaded MILFs is ready to go.
They're not friendly.
Let me consult our very angry lawyer.
Yeah, he was very aggressive.
Actually, I'm not going to put that one on, but interested.
Either way.
Tyler put on his fucking reading glasses, you old fuck.
I wanted to see what she said.
Listen, we're all interested. Just
I just had a thought in my mind, like,
tell us about your
Roll on.
thought.
Yeah.
Are you going to be like I've been here before? It's someone's jerking off in the corner while business
Right?
happens.
All right, we get it. We
So
get it.
I just had this like situation in my mind. Let's say we're all like at a restaurant, right?
Uh-huh.
I look like, you know, AIDS mouth fuck Lex Luthor, right?
Yeah,
No one's gonna hit
You
on me.
look like
And let's
Cancer
say-
Malfoy.
Yeah.
but then, you know, Rico,
Yes.
like, unless they have daddy issues, you're out. So
No, they always do. What are you talking about? That's my
Always.
main thing.
Yeah,
let's say
that's
our
his
young
go-to.
waitress. Let's say our young waitress, right? not interested in either one of us, but has eyes on Firth. And then we're talking to her, and then someone says, "Oh, hey, like, can I get your name?" She goes, "Oh, it's like right here, all cheeky, like." And then Firth has to take out his glasses, then look at her name tag.
So if she was just like, "Oh, it's right here," I'll be like, "Oh, okay, I got you. Give me a second."
Let me put in my trifocal, bitch. Oh yeah,
That's what I
Tiffany. Oh yeah. Look at that ring light action. Holy shit. I'm loving it.
I just imagine she's like,
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
"Hey girl, what's your name?" And then she goes, "Let's tell my name tape." And you go, "Right, I'm 15 years older now."
And then you go.
It's on my name tape. Sorry, it says U.S. Army where your last name should be. Thanks, Ochoa.
I'm telling you. If some girl was ever just like, "Oh, it's on my name tag," I'd be like, "I asked you a fucking question, bitch."
I did not ask for you to backtalk me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Who said you could
I'm
speak?
sorry. I didn't ask you an open-ended question. I asked you a very close-ended question. What is your name?
Hey,
It's on my
gonna
name
go.
tag. Is
Before
not
we
that.
close, we're going to talk to HR real quick about closed-ended questions. Listen, they said open
Might be
questions
the most standby episode.
are
So
good depending on what areas that you want are open.
So I
They
says
have
to
to
the
be
guy.
mutually consensual openings.
Yes.
So I says to the guy, I was like, "Those SS jackets looked comfortable in the rain."
So, real quick, that
Yes.
was a fun game that I loved playing
Yes.
back in college. Was
What game?
So it was called Out of Context, and so you would like stand outside of like the exit or an entrance of a McDonald's, and as people are walking out of the store,
And you were
you
like, do you want this
in-
McDouble? And it's just me standing there like,
no, it's never stuff quite like that. It's stuff like what Tyler was saying, like someone's walking out and you go, "Yeah," and that's how the fucking cow ended up on the roof, dude. Yeah. Or far more funny stuff like, "And then there I was, cucumber in my ass, high heels, electrodes on
listen,
my nipples. I don't know
we've
how that
all
happened."
been there. If you haven't had a cucumber in your ass, you haven't lived.
Shut up,
It is what it
Prude.
is.
Like, no. So here's what I like to do
Shut up,
at
Prude.
McDonald's. At McDonald's, what I like to do is I stand on the left side of the door, right? So
Yeah.
they come out, and I was like,
Yeah.
and that's where the cucumber in my ass.
Oh,
is.
God.
And they
Yes.
look over that way, but on the right side, there's my buddy just fucking jerking
Just-
it, coming on their shoes, and just leaving.
Welcome
just,
to ASMR arousal. Oh my
And
God,
just-
keep talking.
I don't, and just stinging.
Yeah, the good old
Stinging.
classic sneaky
Right?
shoe.
Just
Yeah.
like,
Yes.
I'm gonna leave my fucking cum
Yes.
stain on your Doc Martens.
Welcome to this meet
Yeah.
cute MEAT.
People still with the Doc Martens.
Firth got it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have
Yes.
gone a little farther than we generally do, but we were
Yeah,
having
it's farther
fun.
than we go.
Yeah. Anyone who
But if you
watches
want to
the
meet
show-
cute, hit me up on social media.
anyone who watches the show know that when we don't have a plan and we tend to just go off on,
Yeah.
it's a longer show, but it's always entertaining.
It's
Thank
fun.
you for everyone who has watched. Tammy Lee, thank you for joining in. I think we made
Tim released the MVP. It was the MVP was it's a toss up between Carlin and Chappelle and fucking Shumpert and Tammy Lee. Tammy Lee, let me know.
Okay,
My boss.
but we
Not
love
my
you
boss.
guys. We love you guys. We appreciate you all watching. Please stay tuned for a potential name change. Probably not potential. It's going to happen once we get the art done. We've all decided the Tactically Acquired Podcast, aka TAX.
Yeah,
will
we're
be
gonna
coming
lean into
shortly.
the bro vet community because they're doing kind of well. And Black Rifle just went fucking public.
I
We
may or
can
may
go
not
public,
have like
too.
10 shares of that stuff, but that's fine. Not that I expected to do well, but I jumped on it.
I'm not allowed to.
You're not allowed to
What?
bet on things? You're not allowed to invest on things anymore?
I'm not allowed to invest in Black Rifle, I don't think.
Why not?
Because my wife works for them.
No,
You're
you still
an
can.
insider. We're losing people watching Close Out.
Okay,
Yeah, you-
we lost them 30 minutes
We went
ago.
from 500,000 million to 400,000 million. Let's
Is
go.
there insider trading happening at Uno? Does Tyler not love his wife? He does.
Stay tuned to next butt stuff channel. Next butt stuff time.
Is Cody
You have a cucumber in your ass?
There will be more Street Sharks references.
Does Cody have AIDS? Spoiler alert, he does.
Or is it just
We'll
anal
actually-
cancer?
We'll actually find out on Tuesday. That's when the results are in. Anyway, look, fuck you.
This is sad.
Anyway, we love you guys. You can follow us on all of the social medias.
Yes.
We go live every Saturday on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook.
Yes.
Also, you can search for the Underqualified and Overcompensated Podcast.
If you can't find us, just check between your mom's legs. Let's go.
Yep. You know, you should have waited to say that until I was done telling them that.
I'm sorry.
On Spotify,
It
on
felt
everything.
important.
It felt good right there.
But I would have loved to end on it.
Just like between your
Much
mom's
like
legs.
your mom's legs.
Yes, like a lot of people want to fucking end on my dick. Let's go.
I would like the final say. I would like the final say of this podcast.
Please?
Okay. Who's closing out? Who's
You
closing
are.
us
You
out?
said final say. What are you doing?
First of all, shut
You
the
shit
fuck
on
up.
me for being a
Get your
shitty
hand.
host.
Get your head. Hey, quiet, powder. Okay.
I'll go mute on that one.
All right. I don't take kindly to being talked down by a guy.
Lightning crashes. I'll go mute again for
Listen up. Listen
No,
up.
you better watch yourself because I will let you fuck me. Don't you fucking do it.
All right, we're all fucking roads. Let's go.
It's better. It's better
You
when
keep
you don't
talking
let me.
shit, bro. I will let you fuck me.
He drops
when
his
you don't
pants in a
let me.
fight. It's a guaranteed move.
It's almost as if I'm asking for it.
Listen up. Listen up, y'all.
Please.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening.
Yep.
Like, share, and subscribe.
For
and
real.
remember, Joe Biden shit himself
He
in
shit
front of the Pope.
himself.
Tell everybody you know. Tell your friends.
Tell him.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Please tune in next week.
Yes.
And go fuck yourself.
We're past